If you're interested in buying your own short-term rental, one of the questions you might be wondering is, what kind of return should I expect? Now, I think most people that at least follow our channel know that short-term rentals produce better returns than long-term rentals, but the question is, just how good are the returns?
In today's video, we're gonna share exactly how much money we made in the first year of owning one of our Airbnbs.
So first things first, let's define exactly what we mean when we say return, right? Different people use this term in different ways, so we wanna be super clear. What we're going to talk about in today's video is our cash on cash return. And you calculate your cash on cash return by taking your annual profits and dividing it by how much money you spent to acquire the property. So again, the formula for cash on cash return is a fraction with profits in the top and your cash investment in the bottom. So let's dive in.
So the property we're gonna talk about today is our Sweet Honey House. So this was the first property we bought in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we've been hooked ever since.
And it was the one that really made us fall in love with short-term rentals. Like by the time we had taken this listing live, like that first weekend, we had already made the decision to buy our second short-term rental, all because of the Sweet Honey House. So we figured what better property to start with than this one.
So we purchased the Sweet Honey House on August 20th of 2020 for $590,000.
Now we purchased this property with a 10% down second home mortgage, and we paid about 1.5% in closing costs. We were also able to negotiate a credit from the seller for about $6,500. So when you add everything up, our total cash to close, which includes our down payment and our closing costs, was about $59,000.
So that's what we paid to purchase the property, but we also had to spend some cash to get the property ready to be rented on Airbnb and Vrbo, and that's what we call our startup costs. For the most part, the property was turnkey, but there were still little things that we wanted to update and purchase. So we spent money on things like new towels, linen, silverware, and new decor pieces. We made some small repairs around the house and had the property deep cleaned also. So in all, we spent about $5,000 in our startup costs.
So that brings our total cash investment for this property to about $64,000. Now, if we go back to our formula for cash on cash return, the $64,000 will go in the bottom of that fraction.
But before we keep moving, we'd really appreciate if you could give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications. We're still a new channel and every new subscriber really does mean a lot to us. So if you're enjoying the content, please, please, please subscribe. We even got a new cute blue light back there. Hope you guys notice that and like it.
Also be sure to connect with us on Instagram. I'm at Tony J. Robinson, she's at Sarah Rad, and she really wants you guys to follow us on TikTok as well. We're the Real Estate Robinsons there.
I forced them to do really cute dances, you know, so you guys gotta look out for that.
We've also got a totally free download for all of our subscribers. If you head over to alphageekcapital.com/calculator, we've put together a totally free tool to help you analyze properties that you might be considering as a short-term rental. And last, if you're not yet an Airbnb host, please sign up using the link in our description. You'll get a cash bonus for signing up, and we'll get a small cash bonus as well for referring you.
Okay, so now that we know what our total cash investment is, let's talk through how much revenue this property generated and how much profit was actually left over at the end of the day.
In September, we made $947. Now, this number is a little misleading, sounds really small, so let me explain. When we purchased this property, there was actually a contract in place that the previous owner had with a local property management company, and as part of the purchase, we as the new owners had to honor that contract with the old property management company for, I think, like a month and a half, something like that. So this $947 was the money that the property manager sent to us for that month. We didn't actually take the listing live on our own Airbnb profile until about October.
And in October, we made $11,141. We were pretty excited about this. Our first full month on Airbnb, and we made over 11K. We were so hooked after this.
Now, November and December were even better. Rates really go up during the holiday season in the Smoky Mountains. So we made $16,647 in November and $16,384 in December.
But things slowed down after the holidays. So most travel dies down and a lot of the restaurants and attractions in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg area even have reduced hours. So in January, we grossed $6,942 and we did another $7,742 in February.
Now in springtime, things started to pick up again just a little bit. In March, we grossed $14,090 And in April, we did $10,468.
May was another slower month and we dipped down to $8,540, but we had a killer summer. It was our first summer, so it like blew our minds. In June, we did $18,922.
And we followed that up with another $19,364 in July.
Yeah! Say those numbers again.
18,922.
19,364. And we finished August with $12,241 in revenue. Now, things did slow down a bit in August as kids started to get back to school and a lot of the big travel plans for summer had already taken place, but overall, it was a great summer. But one thing you have to remember about short-term rentals, right? Because some of you might be freaking out, seeing all of the fluctuations in revenue from 16,000 in one month down to 6,000 the next month, but this is actually pretty normal for short-term rentals. Revenue is seasonal, which means some months are going to be slow and other months are going to be really slow. But on the other hand, some months will be amazing and other months will be even more amazing.
So with that in mind, let's recap. If you add up our gross revenue across all 12 months, we grossed a total of $143,000. If you add up our gross revenue across all 12 months, we grossed a total of $143,000. If you add up our gross revenue across all 12 months, we grossed a total of $143,409. Did I say it wrong?
Yeah,
oh my God. Okay, you say it. I'm over it.
So with that in mind, let's do a quick recap. If you add up our gross revenue across all 12 months, we grossed $143,409. That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy.
Now, that's gross, okay? So we still had expenses we had to pay on that. So let's break it down. Don't get it twisted and think that that's what we made. So let's break this down.
Now let's look at our operating expenses first. We had insurance cost of $1,357. We spent another $21,291 on repairs and maintenance. Now this number seems really big, but it also, if you let me finish, it also includes our cleaning fees that we pay to our cleaners, in addition to regular repairs and maintenance that pop up from just normal wear and tear. We spent another $1,185 on taxes and another $7,655 on utilities. Last, we had about $998 in just other miscellaneous expenses that didn't fit into one of those like perfect categories. So anyway, if you add all that up, you get total operating expenses of $32,486.
The next set of expenses that we have are our mortgage and loan costs, which came out to a total of $29,182 for the whole year. So that includes our principal, interest, and PMI payments. And to round out our expenses, we spent another $1,645 on new furniture items.
So that brings our total expenses for the entire year to $63,323.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of expenses.
That is a lot of expenses.
So let's do some quick math to figure out what our actual profit was on this one property.
Dun, dun, dun.
How'd you do that?
You gotta say that number again.
What number? If you take our total income of $143,409 and subtract our total expenses of $63,323, you get a total net profit of
$80,086. Now let's take it back to our actual cash on cash return, right? Because that's what this video was about. Remember the formula, okay, for cash on cash return. The top of your fraction is the total profit generated in 1 year, and the bottom is your total cash invested. So that means we'll take $80,086 and divide that by 64,000, and you get a cash on cash return of 125%. That means we got back all of our initially invested capital plus 25% in the first 12 months of owning this property, which is absolutely wild. Just for comparison's sake, right? If you look at the stock market for the last 50 years, the average return there was 10.9%, right? Which means had we taken that same $64,000, we would have gotten back about $6,400 instead of $80,000. So that's a huge difference, right? And that just kind of shows the power of short-term rentals.
Now look, we're not saying this to brag at all. We're only being this transparent so you guys understand what's possible with short-term rentals.
Now also, in line with being transparent, please don't think that we just pocketed $80,000 in profit.
We did not.
We definitely did not, right? First, Uncle Sam he's gonna take a cut of everything. So we still have to pay taxes on that profit as well. Second, Sarah and I also have a third partner.
This guy?
Who owns 50% of Alpha Geek Capital, so any profits we split with him as well, right? Third, and probably most important, is the fact that we reinvested pretty much all of these profits back into our business. Everything that we've been making from this property has helped fund other parts of our business. And that's what it means to be in this kind of like startup phase. So we honestly pay ourselves like a very, very small amount of money from our business. We are focused on growth right now.
I don't even get my nails done. Look, these are my natural nails. I don't even go get them painted. We're over here saving money for the bigger picture, right, babe?
We wear the same black shirts in every video.
Black shirt. Like I have armpit deodorant stains, even though I wash it.
So anyway, we hope you all found some value in hearing our numbers, these real numbers, and hopefully we've inspired some of you to take action and find your own first short-term rental.
And we'd love to hear your thoughts. What kind of cash on cash return do you look for?
Now, if you guys have any questions, follow up, with us in the comments. Just drop a comment below. We'll do our best to get you guys answered. But that is it for today. We are so happy you guys hung out with us to the end.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Tony.
And we are the Real Estate Robinsons.